Book Forum ay naglalayon nga lumikha ng conversation across disciplines and sa case ng UP, across colleges to kind of steer consciousness towards interdisciplinary approaches to teaching, learning, and research. In the past, this is a fourth, we've already held discussions on three important books, recent books that came out of the University of the Philippines Press. One was a book on Kalinga tattooing. If you're familiar with the oldest Mababatok tattooer in the country. And then we also had science fiction and speculative fiction collections discussed by a team of interdisciplinary experts. And last semester, we have held the third IPF on herbal medicine or traditional medicines by Merce Planta of the History Department. So today, we will be discussing probably the thickest first book we've come across. And this is the book by a colleague of ours from the UP Film Institute, scholar Patrick Campos. This book, of course, plays on the word end. No? Ibig sabihin, pwedeng katapusan ng national cinema, or pwede rin naman end as a kind of, towards a certain kind of means, ang tunguhin ng national cinema. So, pagkatapos, ito rin ay bahagi ng scholarship na nabubuo ngayon sa film studies, particularly sa Philippine film studies, na tumatalakay sa issue ng national cinema, which means that it's part of the canon formation. At ang canon formation ng Philippine national cinema, medyo masungit na category, dahil ito yung inaakalang dakilang mga pelikula at direktor. So, hindi papasok dito mga pelikula ni Tito Vic and Joey, or ni Eric Kestas, or ni Vice Ganda. Pero papasok dito mga pelikula na mataas ang kalidad ng sining, kahit pa ito hindi gano'n napapanood ng madlang manonood sa Pilipinas, katulad ng mga pelikula ni Dino Roca, Ishmael Bernal, Love Diaz, na umabot ng 11 oras kanyang pelikula. So kalahati, 10 araw ay didevote sa panonood ng pelikula ni Love Diaz or Brillante Mendoza. Sa intro dito, bilang pasimula sa diskusyon, ay gusto kong basahin ang last line lang naman sa kanyang introduction. So, sa last paragraph na ito, sinasabi niya na parang postmodern, pwede kang pick and choose kung ano ang unahin nyo sa 11 o 14 na essays na dito. Wala siyang chronology, pero in the end, ang sabi niya ay, ultimately, in whatever manner and sequence the book is read, may it be clear that the chapters that comprise it altogether offer ways to think about and grapple with the end of national cinema, which is independence. So are we moving towards an independent kind of Philippine film practice, or its dissolution via co-collab productions and collaborations within the rubric of global cinema? So we have invited 5 of our distinguished colleagues from different fields. No? I will introduce them in the order of their presentation of 7-minute kind of discussion of the book and how it is in dialogue or in conversation with their kinds of research interests or disciplinary backgrounds. So the first one is Professor Nick Deocampo, is a multi-awarded documentary filmmaker and film historian and teaches at the UP Film Institute. His books include, since he is a film historian, he has written already 3 period pieces about Philippine cinema. Una ay ang Cine, Spanish Influences on Early Cinema in the Philippines. Kalawa ay Film, American Influences on Philippine Cinema in 2011. And most recent is Egay, or Cinema in the Philippines during World War II, published in 2016. However, being a prolific author, his most recent book is published by the Indiana University Press, which is Early Cinema in Asia. Our next panelist is Professor Ryan Oliva, a regular faculty of the UP College of Law, where he teaches private international law, laws and agency and partnership, and legal history. He also has a background, or he has received his Bachelor of Arts in Journalism from the UP College of Mass Communication. Third presenter or discussant is Professor Eileen Ramirez of the UP Art Studies Department, where she is an assistant professor. She teaches courses in art criticism, curatorship, visual literacy, and was a 2009 Fellow of the U.S. National Endowment for the Arts, International Arts Journalism Institute in the Visual Arts. Fourth discussant is Dr. Neil Marshall Santillan of the who chairs the UP Department of History, a scholar and writer on film history, contemporary Philippine history, and Mindanao studies. Professor Santillan teaches Philippine and Asian history and is a faculty member of the CSSP Department of History. And our last discussant is National Artist Dr. Bienvenido Lumbera of the UP Departamento ng Filipino at Panelists ng Pilipinas. Panelists, you have 7 minutes each to present your discussion points. Rona, our able-bodied student assistant, will give you a note. We'll call your attention for a 5-minute wrap-up and a 2-minute, your 7 minutes time up notice. So maybe begin with Professor Deocampo.